My name is Landon Freeman.
Once upon a time, at the foot of a great mountain, there was a town where the people known as happy folk lived. Their very existence a mystery to the rest of the world, obscured as it was by great clouds.
That's Katie, the girl in my dreams. We've been best friends for as long as I can remember, and I've been in love with her ever since I realized that girls don't actually have a genetic disease known as cooties. That's her boyfriend, Clint, or the Clint as he calls himself. He's a complete jerk that treats her like crap and gets high all the time, yet for some reason she stayed with him for 2 years. They're up for cutest couple. I've had dreams of fighting the Clint to win Katie over. I picture them in the parking lot on their way into a football game. He's high, as always, and is yelling at her because she asked him to quit smoking. He hits her and I jump in to save the day. I beat the crap out of him and his best friend Chet, who's even more of a jerk than the Clint himself. What kind of a name is Chet? Anyway, I take on both of them and walk into the football game with Katie. That's Tim, my heterosexual life partner. He's pretty much like my brother. We have a weekly ping pong game in my grandmother's basement every Saturday. She comes sometimes. It's Tim's girlfriend. I don't really know her name, but she's very territorial about him. One time, a girl from the soccer team gave him a hug after he found that his grandfather had died, and she found a doll with a knife through its head hanging in her locker. There's no hard evidence of who did it, but everyone knew it was Tim's girlfriend. I've never really been in a serious relationship. I mean, it's my senior year, and there are only 2 girls that I would say were my girlfriend. But I've never really had any serious feelings for anyone besides Katie. I made the mistake once of telling her how I felt. She didn't feel the same way. It was kind of awkward being around her, and we didn't talk for about a week after that. I cried and watched The Notebook a couple of times while eating my sorrows away in a pint of Burley's ice cream and a 1-pound bag of Twizzlers. A total heartbreak. But we're cool now. She's actually trying to hook me up with a friend who I have nothing in common with, yet Katie insists the girl is perfect for me. All she ever talks about is penguins and how cute and tiny and fluffy and cuddly they are. After watching March of the Penguins in my basement for about the 20th time, all I want to do is take a penguin, beat the crap out of it, punt into the street, and hope a car comes before it can get up. I don't get invited to very many parties. Drinking and smoking just isn't my thing. It isn't Katie's either, so while the Clint is out getting high, we hang out at my house and watch Gilmore Girls and Grey's Anatomy, 2 of my favorite shows. Every now and then when she's had a long day, she'll fall asleep with her head in my lap as I play with her hair. But the thing is, I have commitment issues. Even if Katie were to magically fall in love with me, I'd probably only go out with her for like a month before I would get scared and run away and try to just be friends, which never really works out the way it should. So we'd ultimately end up giving each other awkward glances as we pass each other in the hallway. I'd rather just stay being friends for the rest of my life. I don't know though, it might work out. But seriously, Katie's the only girl for me, but the Clint, it seems, is the only guy for her. So really, I'm destined for a life of being single. But I guess single is really the only way for me anyway. I can watch TV in my bathrobe. I can even walk around naked if I wanted to. Me and Katie will always be friends though, that'll never change. However, this obviously is not my ideal situation, but I've learned to deal with it. I mean, I'm alive and I have my youth, and on days when I'm feeling particularly bad for myself, I go to my spot on the hill and stare at the sky. Nighttime is best. I just sit there and stare at the stars. Sometimes I lay there for hours, just me and the stars.
Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want look in my eyes and you can tell that's true.
Hope. That's all I have to hold on to, but I guess That's good enough for me.
Lullabies look in your eyes. Run around.
Am I loud and clear, or am I breaking up? Am I still your charm, or am I just bad luck? Are we getting closer, or are we just getting more lost? I'll show you mine if you show me yours first. Let's compare scars, I'll tell you whose is worse. Let's unwrite these pages and replace them with our